Hey all, Dominic here again, welcome to another video. I hope you're all okay today and I hope you're all having a nice week so far. So today's video is going to be something video game related, and this one is actually going to be about Sega. And one thing I've been thinking about lately is, would I like to see Sega release more collections of their classic games in the future? Now, as we all know with Sega, they've released a ton of collections of their classic games on newer consoles. And I think the idea of having older games released in a collection for newer consoles is pretty cool. And I think it's exciting to see these games, sort of getting a new experience on newer platforms. I like that, I really, really do. And I think it's great for not only the older viewers to revisit these older classics, but also giving a new experience for younger viewers as well, who may have never experienced these consoles, or maybe, they were pretty much too young at the time. And I like that, I really, really do. And as we all know with Sega, they've done this so many damn times, so they have. And even other companies have done that. Over the years, we've seen a couple of Atari collections that have come out. We've even seen a few SNK Neo Geo collections that have come out, which is awesome, you know what I mean? And with Sega, they always focus on the Mega Drive, or the Genesis as it's known in America and Canada. But would I like to see other systems, other Sega systems, get that sort of compilation treatment? Now, one did actually get a somewhat compilation treatment many years ago, and that was the Dreamcast collection. And the Dreamcast collection at the time was a pretty cool release, so they were. Because before this, they actually started releasing them all digitally, so they did. But they actually did come out with this collection, and it was great to see this. It really, really was. I'll be back in a minute, sorry. I'm back, sorry about that. I started to wipe my face and stuff. It's been quite warm today, so it has. Very bloody warm. Nice, but sometimes it can be too much. As I was saying, it was pretty cool to see a release like this. And one thing Sega did plan to do was make more compilations of Dreamcast games. That was the original idea. But unfortunately, that did not happen. This was the only one that came out. And that was because it did not sell well, so it didn't. Which is unfortunate, because it would have been great to see more Dreamcast collections on the Xbox 360 come out. It would have been awesome. It really, really would have. But obviously that never happened. But, we still got it, and that's a nice thing. Because again, it probably was a nice thing for Dreamcast owners back in the day to think, oh, I remember that console. I might buy it and, replay some of these great classics or whatever. Do that, you know what I mean? So you had that. And outside of that, Sega did re-release games from other systems on digital services. They re-released Mega Drive games and Master System games on the Wii Virtual Console. They also re-released Game Gear games on the 3DS Virtual Console. And they also re-released Saturn and Dreamcast games on PlayStation Network, Xbox Live Arcade, and PC. So they did. Because I think they must have released them through Steam. So they did. But if there was any other Sega console that I'd like to see get the somewhat compilation treatment, which one would it be? And I think overall, I'd like to see Master System games get that treatment. Now, I know the console did not sell well in Japan and America, but it was a worldwide hit everywhere else. And it'd be nice to see something like that. It really, really would. But we all know that Sega just wants to focus on the Mega Drive all the time. And people might be thinking, well, why do they always focus on the Mega Drive or the Genesis? Because it was mostly the only console that Sega made that was popular. So it was. And that's why they always re-release them. Even when AtGames had the license to release these Mega Drive plug-and-plays, that's all they did. I know they did release a handheld that played Master System and Game Gear games, But most of the time, it's always the Mega Drive. It always is. Which is nice, but I think it gets to that point where you sort of get sick and tired of seeing that. And it makes it worse now that, or makes it either good or bad, that even Sega, released their own Mega Drive Mini. You know what I mean? Which is nice. But I think you get to that point, it's sort of like, Sega, I like that, it's great, but it'd be nice to see something else focused on you. Instead of re-releasing the Mega Drive, constantly, focus on the Master System, focus on other systems, you know what I mean? If you can release them digitally, it'd be great to see like a full-on proper collection. It would be awesome. You know what I mean? They came out with that Sega 3D Classics collection on the 3DS. Bloody awesome. It really, really was. And they even came out with like a collection on the DS. Mostly, the Sonic games on the DS. It was awesome. It'd be great to see, something like that. Like a Master System collection. I was thinking this a couple of years ago. Because I know Sega, I think in Japan, they released a ton of collections on the PlayStation 2. So they did. And I was thinking it'd be great if they did like a full-on like collection of games from all their systems. So systems, from the Master System. Obviously they do the Mega Drive all the time. The Saturn, the Mega CD, the 32X, the Dreamcast, Game Gear. It'd be great if they did that. And I was thinking they could do like a volume for each console, like maybe a couple of months in. So they could do Volume 1 as Master System. They could do a Volume 2 being the Mega Drive. They could do Volume 3, which would be Mega CD. They could do a Volume 4, which is Game Gear. They could do a Volume 5, which is 32X. They could do a Volume 6, which is the Saturn. And then they could do a Volume 7, which is the Dreamcast. And you know what? People would buy that. You could do like a full-blown collection, which would cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? And again, people would buy it because people want to play the classics, but they also want to experience these games because, again, not everyone owns all Sega consoles. I don't, you know what I mean? I own a couple of them, but I don't own every single one, and people just want to play these games on something newer. You know what I mean? I know Panzer Dragoon Remake came out on Switch, but it'd be great to see other stuff like that. You know what I mean? That would be bloody awesome. And people will eat that up. You know what I mean? People will eat that up. I know you're going to have crazy fanboys go, oh my god! Oh my god! Getting excited, you know what I mean? Getting a bit overexcited, you know what I mean? Like, if Sega did do that, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But you'd have a lot of these fanboys on YouTube going, oh my god! Oh my god! You know what I mean? Especially a certain person who went crazy about Shenmue. I won't say his name, but I know a lot of you know who that is, so, yeah. But, yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see something new, something that's not the Mega Drive all the time, but as we all know, they're always going to focus on the Mega Drive, and that's just how it is. And a lot of people, suckers like myself, will buy these collections because I like Sega classics. I just like them, so I do. And that's not a bad thing, but it'd be great to see if they did focus on their other systems. It'd be awesome, you know what I mean? But if it ever happens, it will happen. But we might have to wait one day if that eventually does happen. So yeah. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and stuff. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you like to see other Sega consoles get re-released in like nice collections? It'd be great to hear what you think about that. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back tomorrow, so I will be. And I'll see you then. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!